Hey warriors, act as if you are the best. Act as if no one is better than you. Not because you want to compete, not because you want to step on others, but because deep within your soul there is a greatness waiting to rise. The world has always tried to tell you who you are. Society labels you, friends doubt you, strangers judge you. But the Stoics whispered something different. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These words of Marcus Aurelius remind us that being the best has nothing to do with others. It has everything to do with mastering ourselves. Today, I want you to stand tall. I want you to breathe deeply, and I want you to imagine, just for this moment, that you are unshakable, unstoppable, untouchable. Because when you carry yourself as if you are the best, you begin to unlock a strength that others can feel but never explain. Remember, the way you walk into a room, the way you hold your silence, the way you respond to challenges, all of it is a declaration of your inner empire. The Stoics believed that our greatness is not built in loud victories, but in quiet control of our soul. Seneca said, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." And so, when I say act as if no one is better than you, I do not mean arrogance. I do not mean pride. I mean a confidence rooted in discipline, in courage, in unbreakable self-belief. Because the truth is, no one wakes up and hands you the crown. You must wear it yourself. You must place it upon your own head, not because the world validates you, but because you have decided to honor your own life. When you start acting as if you are the best, you no longer chase approval. You no longer wait for permission. You no longer live in the shadow of comparison. Instead, you rise. You rise with the quiet authority of someone who knows their worth. Think of Epictetus, who was born a slave, yet became one of the greatest Stoic teachers. He had nothing, yet he carried himself as if he had everything, because he understood that true power lies in the mind, not in possessions, not in status. So, let this be your awakening. Do not act small. Do not speak as if your voice doesn't matter. Do not live as if your presence is optional. Live as if your soul was chosen for greatness. Live as if you were born to shape the world around you. Live as if no one was ever meant to walk taller than you. This is not arrogance. This is responsibility. Responsibility to your own potential. I want you right now to breathe these words in deeply. I carry myself as if I am the best. Not against others, but for myself. Because when you act as if you are the best, you rise beyond fear. You rise beyond hesitation. You rise into a place where courage becomes natural. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the same way, waste no more time doubting whether you are worthy. Act worthy. Waste no more time comparing yourself to others. Stand as if you already carry the victory. Waste no more time asking for permission to be great. Be great. This is the first step. This is the beginning of transformation. So before we begin our 5 Stoic lessons on how to act as if you are the best, I want you to make a promise, a silent promise to yourself, that from this day forward you will not shrink. You will not lower your crown. You will not bow to fear. You will walk with dignity, speak with certainty, and live with inner fire. Because greatness is not an award. Greatness is a decision. If you are ready, then join me on this journey. Together, we will uncover 5 powerful Stoic truths that will show you how to rise, how to hold yourself with unshakable confidence, and how to live a life where you do not chase greatness, because you already embody it. But before we dive in, pause for a moment. Like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because what we are building here is more than just words. It is a movement of strength, courage, and inner mastery. And here is the affirmation I want you to write in the comments right now. I act as if I am the best, because I honor my own power. Say it, write it, breathe it, let it become part of you. Number 1. Rule your mind, or it will rule you. The first step to acting as if you are the best is simple, but not easy. You must take command of your own mind. The Stoics taught us that the greatest battle is not against other people, not against the world, but against our own thoughts. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think about that for a moment. If your mind is scattered, if your mind is filled with fear, if your mind is chained to comparison, then how can you ever act as if you are the best? You can't, because the body follows the mind. The voice follows the mind. Your energy, your presence, your actions, they all flow from the throne of thought. To rule your mind means to quiet the noise, to stop letting fear dictate your choices, to stop letting the doubts of others echo louder than your own belief. Many people walk through life as prisoners of their thoughts. They are free on the outside, but locked in chains within. They hear a whisper of self-doubt and treat it as law. They see someone else succeed and immediately lower their own worth. They wake up every morning waiting for circumstances to tell them how to feel. But that is not the Stoic way. The Stoic way is to wake up and decide, today my mind belongs to me. Today I will direct my thoughts the way a king directs his kingdom. Imagine yourself as a warrior standing at the gate of your own mind. Every thought that tries to enter, fear, jealousy, anger, self-pity, you have the power to allow it or reject it. You are the guard. You are the ruler. You are the sovereign of your mental empire. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And he was right. Most of the battles we lose are never fought in the real world. They are lost inside our imagination before they even begin. But if you rule your mind, those battles change. You no longer crumble before they arrive. You no longer surrender before you fight. Instead, you walk into life with calmness, with clarity, with strength. So how do you do this in practice? Pause before reacting. When someone offends you, do not give them the keys to your emotions. Pause, breathe, choose your response. Speak to yourself with authority. When doubt whispers, answer with conviction. I am capable. I am worthy. I am unshakable. Focus only on what you control. When storms rise, don't waste energy fighting the wind. Adjust your sails, redirect your ship. These small practices are not small at all. They are the foundation of acting as if you are the best. Because the best are not those who dominate others. The best are those who refuse to be dominated by their own weakness. Epictetus, who endured slavery, hardship, and pain, still carried himself with unbreakable confidence because he mastered his mind. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That is the essence of greatness. Not fame, not wealth, not applause, but self-mastery. So, when you walk into the world, walk with the mind of a ruler. Do not let your emotions drag you like a slave. Do not let fear chain you. Do not let doubt speak louder than your destiny. Act as if you are the best, because you command your mind with authority. And remember this truth: the one who rules his mind can stand before kings, before enemies, before the storms of life, and remain unshaken. That is what it means to carry yourself as the best. Now I want you to take this affirmation with you. Drop it in the comments, write it on paper, speak it into your heart. I rule my mind. I will not be ruled by it. This is your first crown. This is your first step into true greatness. Number 2, walk with quiet confidence, not loud pride. When you act as if you are the best, the temptation is to make it loud, to shout it, to prove it, to demand that others see it. But true greatness does not need to scream. It speaks in silence. The Stoics believed that the best strength is steady, not boastful. Epictetus once said, "Be silent for the most part, or if you speak, say only what is necessary and in few words." Why? Because the world measures power by noise, but the wise measure it by presence. Think of a mountain. It does not announce its height. It does not declare its majesty. Yet when you stand before it, you feel its power. That is what true confidence is. It is mountain-like, solid, unshaken, deeply felt, without needing to be proven. Many people confuse arrogance with confidence. They puff their chest, they shout louder, they belittle others. But this is weakness disguised as strength. It is a mask, not mastery. The one who truly acts as if they are the best does not need to prove it, because they know it. Their worth does not depend on applause. Their belief does not depend on recognition. They walk into a room, and their presence speaks, even if they say nothing at all. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This is the difference between noise and presence. Do not argue. Do not boast. Simply be. How do we live this principle in practice? Let your actions carry your voice. Do not tell the world you are disciplined. Show it in your work. Do not announce your greatness. Prove it through consistency. Hold your silence with dignity. When others try to provoke you, let your calmness be your shield. The best are not dragged into petty battles. They rise above them. Respect others without lowering yourself. True confidence lifts without needing to push anyone down. When you walk with quiet confidence, you free yourself from the exhausting chase of external validation. You no longer live for applause or approval. You no longer shape your worth by how others respond. Instead, you anchor yourself in something deeper, something unshakable, the certainty of your own soul. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Apply this to pride. When you crave more recognition, more praise, more validation, you remain poor in spirit. But when you stand content in who you are, without demanding that others notice, you become rich in self-respect. The truth is this: acting as if you are the best is not about standing above others. It is about standing fully in yourself, quietly, firmly, fearlessly. Think of the people in history we still admire. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who carried himself with humility despite his crown. Epictetus, who taught kings though he himself was born a slave. Their greatness was not in the noise of their titles, it was in the quiet confidence of their being. When you embody this, the world feels it. You don't need to fight for respect. It comes naturally. You don't need to demand honor. It is given freely. You don't need to tell people you are the best. They see it in the way you move, the way you respond, the way you live. And so, the second key to acting as if you are the best is this: be silent when noise is empty, and let your strength be felt, not shouted. Confidence is like fire. The weak burn fast and loud, consuming everything around them, but the strong burn steady, giving light without wasting energy. Carry yourself like that steady flame. Be a presence that others feel without explanation. Be a mountain that others respect without demand. Be the calm force that stands unshaken in a world addicted to noise. Now, I want you to take this affirmation into your heart and drop it in the comments. My confidence is quiet. My strength is unshakable. Say it slowly. Feel it in your chest. Walk with it in your every step. This is the second crown you place upon your head. Number 3. Stand tall in adversity. The best are forged in fire. To act as if you are the best, you must learn to carry yourself with strength when life is heavy. Anyone can feel confident when the sky is clear and the path is smooth. But the true test comes when storms arrive. The Stoics believed that hardship is not a curse, it is a gift. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way. These are not just words. They are a reminder that every challenge you face is a chance to rise higher. Imagine steel. Before it becomes strong, it must be tested in fire. Without heat, it remains soft. Without pressure, it bends too easily. But when it is forged, when it endures fire, it becomes unbreakable. So it is with you. To act as if you are the best is not to live untouched by pain. It is to face pain and remain unshaken. It is to carry dignity even in struggle, to walk with calmness even when chaos surrounds you. The truth is, adversity is unavoidable. You will be misunderstood. You will face setbacks. You will be doubted, even ridiculed. But the Stoic way is not to crumble. It is to stand taller, stronger, wiser with every blow. How do you live this principle in practice? See obstacles as teachers. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can this teach me?" Shift your perspective, and the storm becomes your classroom. Embrace discomfort. The Stoics often practiced voluntary hardship, sleeping on the floor, fasting, walking barefoot, not to punish themselves, but to train their spirit. This reminded them that they could endure far more than they thought. Hold your ground with grace. When life pushes against you, do not collapse. Do not beg. Do not break. Stand tall. Your posture, your silence, your steady breath. That is the mark of the best. Seneca said, "Fire tests gold, adversity tests brave men, and this is the secret of greatness." The strongest among us are not those who avoided hardship. They are the ones who faced it and grew. Look at Epictetus, born a slave, crippled in body, limited in freedom. And yet he spoke with such strength that emperors and generals came to learn from him. He did not let pain break him. He let it sharpen him. He did not let chains define him. He walked freer than those who enslaved him. This is what it means to act as if you are the best. Not arrogance, not empty confidence, but the quiet strength of one who has walked through fire and did not bow. And when you live like this, something happens. You inspire others. People watch how you carry yourself under pressure, and they cannot forget it. You become a living example that greatness is not in avoiding storms, but in becoming unshakable within them. Picture this. The waves crash, the winds scream, the sky darkens, but there you stand, tall like a lighthouse, guiding others without words, steady in your silence. That is what it means to embody Stoic strength. So when adversity arrives in your life, and it will, do not shrink, do not curse it, do not run. Instead, remember these words. What stands in the way becomes the way. Let your obstacle become your power. Let your hardship become your crown. Because the best are not made in comfort. They are forged in fire. Number 4. Master discipline. The crown belongs to the consistent. To act as if you are the best is not a moment. It is a lifestyle. Greatness does not arrive in one grand gesture. It is carved slowly, patiently, through the daily chiseling of discipline. The Stoics knew this truth well. Epictetus taught, "No great thing is created suddenly." Just as a tree takes years to grow strong roots, just as rivers carve valleys through centuries, so too does greatness demand time, patience, and persistence. Think about this. Many people desire to be the best, but they lack the discipline to live as the best. They want results, but not the sacrifice. They want recognition, but not the repetition. But the one who acts as if they are the best, whether seen or unseen, shows up daily, quietly, consistently. Discipline is not glamorous. It is waking up when you don't feel like it. It is training your body when comfort whispers, "Rest." It is choosing focus when distractions scream for your attention. It is practicing virtue when temptation lures you toward weakness. The Stoics practiced discipline not only in action, but in thought. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal each day, reminding himself to live with virtue, to resist laziness, to act with purpose. He was emperor of Rome, yet he humbled himself to the same daily practices that keep us strong. So how do we master discipline in daily life? Start small, but never stop. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Begin today, with a single action, a single step, a single habit. Small victories compound into greatness. Embrace routine as strength. Many see routine as boring, but discipline transforms it into freedom. A structured life frees you from chaos and strengthens your will. Honor commitments to yourself. Do not break promises you make in silence. If you say you will rise early, rise. If you say you will practice patience, practice. Each kept promise builds trust with your own soul. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Discipline is how we reclaim that time. Discipline is how we refuse waste. Discipline is how we say, "My life is too precious to be lived carelessly." When you act as if you are the best, you live each day with intention. You do not let hours slip through your fingers. You do not trade your energy for meaningless distractions. You walk with focus, with clarity, with respect for your own time. And the beauty of discipline is this: it transforms into freedom. At first it feels like chains. You resist it, you fight it. But as it grows, it frees you from weakness. It frees you from laziness. It frees you from regret. Look at any master in history, philosopher, warrior, artist, leader. Their crown was not handed to them. It was earned slowly through daily acts of discipline that no one applauded. So when you live with discipline, you are already acting as if you are the best. Not because others see it, but because you know it. Each day becomes proof of your strength. Each small act becomes a brick in the fortress of your greatness. And here is the truth. Discipline does not just shape your habits, it shapes your character. It teaches you patience, endurance, resilience. It gives you the quiet authority of one who has earned their place, not demanded it. To wear the crown of greatness is not to shout, "Look at me." It is to live each day with discipline so firm, so steady, that your life itself becomes undeniable evidence. So let us take this truth and seal it within. Write it, speak it, drop it in the comments. My discipline is my crown. I rise daily as the best. This is your crown, stronger than gold, heavier than jewels, because it is forged from consistency. Number 5, live with purpose. Greatness is not just for you. To act as if you are the best is not only about mastering yourself, it is about serving something greater than yourself. The Stoics never saw life as a selfish pursuit. They believed true greatness shines brightest when it lifts others, when it leaves the world stronger than before. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, wrote, "What is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee." These words remind us that we do not live only for ourselves, we live as part of a greater whole. When you carry yourself as if you are the best, it is not to dominate others, but to inspire, to strengthen, to give. Think of this: a candle that burns only for itself soon fades, but a candle that lights others spread its flame endlessly. To act as if you are the best means to live with purpose so deep that others feel it, even if you never speak it. What does this look like in practice? Let your actions serve others. Use your strength to uplift, not to oppress. Use your confidence to encourage, not to belittle. Greatness is never about stepping on others. It is about lifting them. Align your life with meaning. Ask yourself, why am I here? What am I building? What legacy am I leaving behind? Without purpose, even victory feels hollow. With purpose, even struggle feels sacred. Live each day as service. Whether through kindness, wisdom, or example, let your presence improve the lives of those around you. This is the quiet power of true Stoic greatness. Seneca wrote, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Acting as if you are the best is not about endless years or empty trophies. It is about living a life of quality, of meaning, of impact. And here is the hidden secret. When you live with purpose, your greatness becomes unshakable. Wealth can be lost, status can fade, fame can disappear. But purpose is eternal. It is the anchor that holds you steady no matter what storms arrive. Look at Epictetus. He had no wealth, no freedom, no earthly glory. And yet his teachings are still alive today, shaping minds across centuries. Why? Because his life was lived with purpose. He used his hardships to fuel wisdom that would outlive him. This is the crown beyond crowns, a life of purpose. Because when you live for something greater, you walk differently. You speak with weight. You act with dignity. You no longer chase validation. You become the source of it. And when others see you, they do not just see a person acting as if they are the best. They feel it. They feel your calm strength, your quiet confidence, your resilience, your discipline, your purpose. And they cannot help but be moved by it. So, I ask you now, what is your purpose? What are you living for? What will your life stand for when your name is only a memory? This is not a question to fear. It is a question to embrace, because when you answer it, you unlock the final key to greatness. To act as if you are the best is not to live selfishly. It is to live with meaning so strong that the world cannot ignore it. To act as if you are the best is not arrogance. It is awakening. It is not about proving yourself. It is about becoming yourself. The Stoics remind us that greatness is not in the noise of pride, but in the strength of self-mastery. It is not in the crowns of gold, but in the crowns of character. We have walked through 5 principles together. Rule your mind, or it will rule you. Walk with quiet confidence, not loud pride. Stand tall in adversity, for the best are forged in fire. Master discipline, because the crown belongs to the consistent. Live with purpose, for true greatness always serves more than itself. These are not just lessons, they are tools, they are anchors. They are fires meant to guide you when the world tests you, when doubt whispers, when fear tries to chain your spirit. Now the choice is yours. Will you act small, bowing to hesitation? Or will you rise, carrying yourself as if you are already crowned? The best are not waiting to be discovered. They are deciding daily to live as the best. And so must you. From this day forward, hold your head high. Speak with clarity, walk with calm strength, and live with a fire that cannot be hidden, because you are not ordinary. You were not born to shrink. You were born to rise, and when you act as if you are the best, no one, nothing can take that crown from you. Now I want you to seal this journey with one last affirmation. Drop it in the comments and let it echo across this community. I rise daily as the best. I honor my mind, my strength, my purpose. And if this message spoke to you, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Together, we rise.